Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, I had to do a second take of this because the first take, the audio didn't come out so well, so we're going to do it again. It was so nice we had to do it twice. And it is the breaking news. It is Deontay Wilder making excuses. It is Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, the number one heavyweight in the world, the newly crowned WBC heavyweight champion, responding to Deontay Wilder making excuses, not being accountable, not giving credit, not showing humility in defeat, and behaving as a champion. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you're looking at me sideways like I'm from the Rock of Gibraltar, like I just flew in from a spaceship from Mars, let me inform you about what happened. Okay, now Deontay Wilder was speaking to YahooSports.com, and he made a whole bevy of new excuses. Yes, I said new excuses because now he's making so many excuses that we can't even keep up with them. But here's what he said, and I'll put it to you on the screen so you guys don't think that I'm making things up out of thin air, because sometimes people think that I'm so intelligent and so creative that I can just make things up out of thin air. So I take it as a compliment. But here we go. This is from BT Sport. Okay, BT Sport. Here's the quote. Tyson Fury knows that wasn't me. I know that wasn't me. Everyone in boxing knows that wasn't the real Deontay Wilder. I don't see Fury as a champion. He ain't a champion yet. We still got one fight left. Oh, okay. So then your main man, Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, the newly crowned WBC heavyweight champion, the new boyfriend of Sophia, he came out and he responded. This is also from BT Sports. And he said himself, as you can see right there on the bottom, he said, I quote, "Keep letting yourself down, Deontay Wilder. It's sad. It was you I smashed. That's the truth. I just admit it and move on. It's just a fight. You win some, you lose some. That's boxing, pal." Let's quote the great John Witherspoon, R.I.P. John Witherspoon from the movie Friday. He said, "You win some, you lose some, but you live. You live to fight another day. You know, you live to fight another day." So there's no shame in Deontay Wilder losing to any man, because you live to fight another day. Thanks to the likes of the great Mark Breland, who saved your life on February 22nd, 2020, while you were getting your ass folded up like a blue steel chair. But listen, Deontay Wilder is suffering from illusions of grandeur. You know, and he has to get to a place where he accepts the loss and is better for it. Now, I was reading also a report that came out on ESPN.com, and they were saying that Deontay Wilder had to tear his bicep. I guess he tore his bicep and had to get surgery on it after the rematch. And the way I'm looking at that is this. If he goes into the third fight, and let's just say he turns in another dudder of a performance, and it's not much better than what he did in the rematch, then he already has a built-in excuse. So I'm giving you all a heads up. He's going to have a built-in excuse if he loses the third fight in worse fashion. But, you know, Wilder, it's when you have so much of your reputation built upon fear and punching power and, you know, just beating the shit out of people, and you don't really have any skills to boot. You know, if you strip everything down and you get Wilder if you get past the right hand of Wilder and the punching power of Wilder, what you have in front of you is a novice amateur fighter. You know, and I'm gonna quote my main man, Stacey McKinley. You know, for those of you who follow this channel on True School Sports, I talked to the illustrious trainer Stacey McKinley, the world-renowned Stacey McKinley, quite often. We dropped a lot of interviews about heavyweight boxing with Stacey McKinley. And when speaking about Wilder, long before any of this ever happened, he said it himself. He said, if you take Wilder's right hand, you could take his right hand and you could stick it up his ass. And that's what Fury did. He took the right hand, he smothered the right hand, and he stuck it squarely up Wilder's ass, and he had nothing with him. Because if he had something with him, he would have showed it at that moment in time. If he had boxing skills on the outside, he would have showed it at that moment in time. If he had the ability to clinch and lean and maul Tyson Fury, he would have had it at that particular time. But he didn't have it at that particular time. So, you know, he's got built-in excuses. And it gets to a place in life where, as a man, you gotta hike up your skirt. And I hate saying that. I hate talking about this about any fighters, because when you hear me use that term, hike up your skirt, it means a fighter has said something that's very disrespectful to the conduct of boxing and behaving like a true champion. It's very disrespectful to the heavyweight division and the illustrious history of the heavyweight division in big time heavyweight fights for you to make excuses. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and give Wilder and say that Wilder is the only heavyweight to make excuses, because he's not. There's been some pretty piss poor heavyweight excuses in the past, like most notably Vladimir Klitschko when he lost to Lamont Brewster. He blamed he blamed his trainers for rubbing the Vaseline on his quads and clogging up his pores and making him forcing him to overheat and burn up, which caused him to lose the fight. You know, George Foreman blamed his corner for giving him poisoned water before the Rumble in the Jungle. So there have been some pretty piss poor excuses in the history of heavyweight boxing, but that still doesn't excuse Wilder from the fact that you know, he's not behaving like a champion. And I think right now, in his deepest, darkest hour, when you'd want to see a guy like Wilder, who's had such a great journey in boxing, who's overcame so much in his life to get to where he got to provide for his family and beat the odds, you know, you'd want to see a guy like that behave. And so, and personally for me as an American, I'll speak from the American perspective. I can't speak from the British perspective. I can't speak from anywhere else. I can speak from the American perspective. I've really wanted so many times during his career, I really wanted to get behind Deontay Wilder, but the things he says, the lack of conduct he has as a champion, and the lack of accountability and self-awareness he has, it makes it incredibly hard. And this just adds to it. So, you know, Deontay Wilder, you know, I can't really say, I want to pair what I said in the last video I did recently. I can't really say if Fury goes in there and beats the hell out of him again, you know, I don't wish bad on the man, because I don't wish bad on no man, but I can't really feel bad for him if he gets his ass whooped in a third fight, because of the way he's been acting and him not acting like a champion. Because how are you gonna say that wasn't the real you? You know, are you gonna now use the whole demon possession and spirit outside of the body thing to your advantage and say that, hey, well, you know what? It wasn't Deontay Wilder you beat the Bronze Bomber, you beat Sasha fucking Fierce, you know, Beyonce's alter ego. You didn't beat, you know, how can you continue to make excuses? You know, it gets to a place where you got to be real with yourself. And I've still yet to hear. I mean, what is it? We're about a week away, so we're almost 2 months removed from the ass whooping that took place on February 22nd. We're almost 2 months removed, and Deontay Wilder still has not given Tyson Fury any credit. And I think that says a lot about his, unfortunately, I hate to say this, but I think it says a lot about his character, because you learn more about a person's character in defeat more than you do victory. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm going to wrap the video up on that note. My last thing I will say to anybody out there, and this goes to any Deontay Wilder fans, boxing fans, Tyson Fury fans, anybody in the boxing world. It don't matter if you're a boxing fan, a fan of any fighter. If you're coming across my channel and you want to get in touch with me, if you have any video ideas you want to pass along my way, anything you would like to see me touch upon that maybe I have missed or haven't made a video about, feel free to hit me up on Instagram at JustAKidFromDania. You see it on the screen. I'm not hiding from nobody. You guys see my face on camera. You see my Instagram account right there. So any Wilder fans, anybody in Wilder's team, anybody in Fury's team, anybody in boxing from the fans, to the promoters, to the managers, to the fighters themselves, there's my Instagram account. I'm very easy to get a hold of. I'm always on Instagram. So you can always find me on IG. But with that being said, I want to know what you guys think. So don't hesitate and feel free to take the time to subscribe, because we're on the road to 30K. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.